Welcome in once again to the Bulldog Digital Network as we get set to open play here at James L. Robb Gymnasium in Appalachian Athletic Conference play tonight in a doubleheader. Jared Wright bringing you the action here as the Tennessee Wesleyan Lady Bulldogs will be up first, and they will welcome in the Montreat Lady Cavs. Lady Bulldogs coming off of that first win, opening their home season on Monday night against Welch. They picked up a 74-56 win here on Dwayne Farmer Court. Montreat looking for their first win of the season. They are 0-3 as it stands right now, dropping one at home against Carolina University 65-62. And that was in between road games at Point University, which is normally a conference opponent, but non-conference game due to the number of teams on the women's side. They lost that one at Point 64-48 to start their season, and then lost at Johnson & Wells down in Florida 73-71. So a couple of close ones their last two times out, but they are still looking for their first win under Josh Thompson. He's in his second year at Montreat, assisted by Joe Sanchez in his first. Michaela Thompson is their grad assistant. Montreat picked sixth in the conference, or tied for sixth in the preseason. Lady Bulldogs on the other side, Jeff Rice, 18th season. Darian Jones, his assistant in his first year. They were preseason fifth. They come in 1-0 on the season, looking to make that 2-0, and would also like to extend this to a three-game winning streak against Montreat. They've won the last two matchups going back to last season. Well, they swept those in double-digit figures. 26 here at home was the point deficit for Montreat. 66-40, Lady Bulldogs came out victorious there. And the Lady Bulldogs have won their last 12 here at James L. Robb by an average of 18 points. So we'll take a quick break and then be back with starting lineups. Back here on the Bulldog Digital Network, as we were saying, Tennessee Wesleyan Lady Bulldogs, they've won the last 12 here on Dwayne Farmer Court against Montreat, averaging margin of victory by 18, almost 19 points per game. 16-1 against Lady Cavs here at home, going back almost 40 games in this series, includes postseason games. So let's run down your starting lineups real quick for you. For Montreat, first they will start number 4, 5'9" junior guard Virginia Edmondson, averages 15.7 points per game. She'll be their go-to player. Also 8 rebounds per game from Goldsboro, North Carolina. Number 5, Avery Graham, 5'5" junior guard, averages 4.7 from Seymour, Tennessee. Number 12, Ramaya Sanders, a 5'4" freshman guard, averages 11.3 points per game from Durham, North Carolina. And 13, Adriana Gillette, averages 18.7 to lead all Lady Cavs, 5'6" junior guard from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And then 15, Grace Ronaldo, 6-foot freshman forward from Charlotte, North Carolina. On the other side for Coach Jeff Rice, it'll be some familiar faces, same lineup for Monday night. Number 1, 5'9" junior forward Anna Crowder, had 6.5 point average last season. Jacelyn Stone, number 4, 5'5" junior guard. She had a 10-point average to her credit last season. She was the leading returning scorer, both of those from Decatur, Tennessee, along with number 10, J.C. Powell, 5'8" junior guard. Along with McKaylee Martin, she'll be the lone senior 6-foot senior forward from Sweetwater, Tennessee. And then number 21, Cambry Mayo, 5'7" junior guard, will round out the Lady Bulldogs from Cleveland, Tennessee. She averaged just under 8 points a game last year for Coach Jeff Rice and his ball club. And so Lady Bulldogs will be in all-white uniform. Blue numerals, Montreat in that navy blue, and they've almost looked silver now, but it's for a long time been a Vegas gold. Wesleyan also used to have that same color back in the before the name change and some logo changes. But nonetheless, we get set for the tip-off here from James L. Robb Gymnasium. The tip goes from Martin back to Stone, and the Lady Bulldogs will have possession here first. And it looks like Montreat playing person-to-person right now. Well, we'll switch off. Martin takes a three from the top, missed it. Powell trying to battle for the offensive board, loses it. Edmondson gets it, and she'll clear it out there to Sanders. Sanders flips it to the left to Gillette. Now on the left wing, it's going to be Edmondson. Wesleyan person-to-person, staying down. Quiet in the gym right now here early. Coming off a handoff is Gillette, dropping it over to Edmondson. She's going to drive across the lane against Crowder. Dishes it outside. It goes to Sanders on the drive. Little hook shot, no good. Martin had Ronaldo boxed out very well. Here comes Crowder off the rebound, gets it to Stone. Stone a little head fake. Dribble, hesitation move, gets into the paint. Layup no good. Crowder battled for the rebound. It's going to come out front to Powell from Stone. Good offensive rebound clearance there for the Lady Bulldogs. Fresh 20 they go. Drive by Crowder. Into the corner it comes to Mayo. Shot clock down to 5. Now Crowder back to the basket. A little turn and pump fake. Long hook shot no good. Rebound comes off to Ronaldo. Up the floor, Sanders gets it on the left wing. That's going to be Graham working it up front to the perimeter on Ronaldo. Ronaldo with the height advantage. Now she'll go to the low block. Long two is good, and Montreat's on the board first on the jumper by Edmondson. Just under 2 minutes played. Long tip, long pass tipped away, but Crowder able to keep track of it. Stone, a little dribble handoff. Right side three-pointer. Partially must have gotten blocked as Mayo hit the support on the side. It's going to be Graham bringing it up the floor. Left side, Edmondson with it. Puts it on the floor, trying to cross over Crowder. Now Gillette takes a long two off the left side of the backboard. Stone gets the clear out. Quickly up ahead, she goes to Powell on the far wing. Powell cuts inside. Crowder back to Powell on the baseline. Short jumper, no good. Martin gets the offensive board, and she'll have 2 free throws coming her way. That one's going to be on Sanders, her first, team first of this first quarter. And so Martin steps to the line, 75% shooter last year. Gets the Lady Bulldogs on the board here. 7:35 to play in the first quarter. Then we got the men's game coming up after this one. Martin ties it up. Full court pressure shown, and that quick 5-second call is a victim of the press there. Lady Bulldogs, every time they score, they will try to get into that press. Inbounds, it comes to Mayo, far side. Powell swings it to the right. Here's Crowder with it. Crowder gets a screen from Martin. Martin rolled on it, but couldn't get her the pass over 2 defenders. Bounces it inside to Martin. Double teamed in the low block. Jump ball is going to give it to Montreat. And Martin and Edmondson maybe got tied up a little bit, but nonetheless, Lady Bulldogs are going to get their press set up here. Montreat having a tough time getting it in. Gillette gets the inbounds. Powell on her hip, but she's past Powell. Left side, it comes over to Ronaldo. Here's a 3 on the way by Sanders, no good, and Crowder's not going to be able to tip it to herself. Instead, it heads to the cheerleaders on the baseline. Inbound coming from Sanders. Long outlet to Gillette. Guarded by Powell. Left side, Graham. Sanders now working against Stone. Picks up her dribble, gets stuck with it. Powell trying to slap it away. Left corner three up for Graham, no good. Battling for the rebound was Stone and Ronaldo, and they go out of bounds off of Montreat. Coach Thompson didn't look too happy about that signal as well. A little frustrated. Probably a good no call. Ronaldo looked to be over the back down low, but right wing, now Crowder. Stone got knocked down after the pass. Here goes Crowder, right side of the lane, up off the glass. Just too strong. Lady Bulldogs still trying to find their first field goal. Ball game knotted up at 2 apiece. We're a minute and a half from the halfway point. Here's Powell. Picks the pocket of Sanders in the paint. Forces the turnover there. Stone behind the back dribble. Gets bodied on the drive. It'll be inbounded underneath, and this one's going to be on Edmondson, her first, team second of the quarter. Last time out, again, Lady Bulldogs played Welch, and they were led by Alexis Bates with 16 points, and then Anna Crowder, and Jacelyn Stone added 13 apiece to go along with J.C. Powell's 9, Cambry Mayo's 8. Leading rebounder was also Cambry Mayo with 7. Had a slow start in their first game, but Coach Rice said responded well in the second half. Shot clock down to 4, and it's 4 with it. Stone, long floater off the rim. No good, rebounded by Ronaldo. The Charlotte native listed at 6 foot, averages 3.3 a game. Long jumper missed. Powell pulls down another board. Lady Bulldogs still looking for their first field goal. Mayo on the left wing. Takes a drive. Gets it over to Martin. Martin trying to get past Ronaldo. Bodies are up. Couple of pump fakes. Gets into the lane. Just too short on the left hook. Comes up cramping, grabbing that leg. Here's Edmondson in transition. Cut off by Crowder. And it's going to be the Lady Cavs regaining the lead here. Had one tie. Montreat has had the only leads of the ball game. 2-0 and 4-2 now. Stone out front will set it up. Got a trio of subs at the table for Coach Jeff Rice. Martin left wing, had a double screen. Deep into the shot clock they go again, down to 4. Powell fires the left wing 3, and it's in there. Lady Bulldogs will take the lead. And then they force a turnover. They're trying to force a turnover. There's going to be a trio of substitutions. Ella Crowder, number 25, will check in, junior forward from Decatur. Martin, Stone, and let's see. Powell, Martin, and Stone will exit. And so Sierra Bates, number 22, also checking in, junior forward from Kodak, along with Alexis Bates, number 12, junior guard from Kodak. So we got 2 sets of twins on the floor, along with Cambry Mayo, Crowders, and the Bates. Alexis Bates out front, swings it over to Anna. Anna Crowder, backdoor cut feed to Sierra, puts it on the floor. Little left-handed shot over the defender Sanders, trying to go up strong. Shovel pass out into the lane to Crowder, and Crowder's going to get fouled on the shot. Unselfish play right there. This one's going to be the second on Sanders. Team third of the quarter, 4:17 to play. Lady Bulldogs have taken their first lead, 5-4. Ella Crowder at the stripe. Makes the first one to extend it to 2. 4:17 to play in the first quarter. It's going to be Trinity Lockhart coming to the scorer's table for Montreat. She'll replace Sanders. Well, she'll have to wait. Missed free throw there by Ella. Now in transition, Edmondson, left wing. Lobs it down low to Ronaldo. Double team. She'll quickly get it out front. They keep it on the perimeter. Jumper here by Edmondson is good. And Montreat regains the lead. 4 minutes to go. First quarter. Crowder in transition up to Mayo near side. Crowder back with it. Keeping it on the perimeter, 2-3 zone. Mayo gets stuck on the baseline looking for help. Throws it out to Ella Crowder, but it's going to sail to the bleachers. And so another turnover here by the Lady Bulldogs. Something Coach Rice alluded to in the postgame on Monday night. They had 19 turnovers in that ball game. This is only their second one. So Gillette brings it up the floor. Bounces it to high post to Edmondson. Spins it right back outside to Gillette. Three-pointer is up and good by Gillette. Montreat coming out firing here. Takes their largest lead of the ball game at 3. Bates crosses over 2 defenders. Swing pass out to Crowder. Back to Mayo. Open for 3 at the top. Just too strong off the backboard. But Ella Crowder gets the rebound. And jump ball will give it Wesleyan's way. And Ashley Baxter will come to the scorer's table for Tennessee Wesleyan. 6-foot junior forward from Athens, Tennessee. She'll replace Anna Crowder. Inbounds to Mayo, back to Bates, corner. Kick to Crowder. Ella drives, high off the glass, no good. Pulled down by Lockhart, and she'll push it up the far side of the floor. Gets to the elbow, pops it back to Gillette. Keep it on the perimeter. Edmondson trying to go for another one. This one, she's going to airball. Sierra Bates clears it out. Gets it to Alexis with 2:40 to go in the first quarter, trailing by 4. Alexis Bates out front working against Graham. Baxter posted up in the low block, calling for it, and she'll cut across to the high post. That 2-3 zone that Welch threw at them. This will be the second game they've seen it. Shot clock at 1. Bates throws it up, but it's going to be shot clock violation. Ref looked like initially he had signaled deflected shot. Powell back in. And number 3, Abby Barr, will check into the ball game. 5'8" junior guard from Sweetwater, Tennessee. Sierra Bates will take a seat. Inbounding it is Lockhart. Calling for help. Inbounds comes to Gillette. Lady Bulldogs going to have to get back in transition. Kick over to Edmondson. Pops another 3. This one no good. Here it comes. Long rebound to Lockhart. They'll reset with a fresh 20. 2 to play. First quarter action. Ronaldo inside. Clears it back out to Gillette. Edmondson calling for it. Far corner. 3 for her is rattled in. It's been all Edmondson. 7-point lead for Montreat with under 1:45 to play in the first quarter. Edmondson has got 10 of their 13 points. Here's Barr, goes in for a drive. Blocking foul and the bucket. Abby Barr cuts it down to a 5-point game with 1:31 to play. Stone coming back into the ball game for Bates. Abby Barr will step to the line. She was a 71% shooter last season. Again, these early games, first couple of games, let them build up their averages. So we'll glance back at what they were able to do last season. And another missed free throw by the Lady Bulldogs. That's 2 they've missed thus far. Here's Gillette out front. Edmondson with it. She's got the hot hand for Montreat. Trying to get stopped by Crowder. Forced a crazy shot, and then there's going to be a foul. Maybe a little frustration by Edmondson as she's going to pick up her second foul. 15.7 per game is her average, along with 8 rebounds. She's really showing it. So Baxter will go to the line as that's the 5th team foul. She'll get 2 free throws. Baxter makes the first one. Cuts it down to a 4-point game with 1:17 to play in the first. And misses it again. So 3 missed free throws early for the Lady Bulldogs. Here's Graham, fires a quick three, missed it. Long rebound, corral to Edmondson, passes up the open three, gets it to Gillette, and she'll knock it down. Montreat comes out firing. Ties their largest 7. Stone up to Barr. Barr finds Baxter in the far corner. They'll work it back out front. 50 seconds to go in the first quarter. 16-9, Montreat in front. Wesleyan has only had one lead, and that was at 5-4, and they turned it over here and commit a foul from Abby Barr. That was the first for Barr and the first for the team. Inbounds comes to Gillette. About 11-second differential in game and shot clock. Gillette goes around a double high screen. Out front, Edmondson fires another three. Comes off the front of the rim. Stone gets fouled on the rebound. That foul is going to be on number 10, Nia Sands. Or 40, sorry. Vania Petty. It'll be her first. Anna Crowder and Cambry Mayo coming back to the scorers table. Stone at the stripe. 68% shooter on the season. 27.1. Ella Crowder and Abby Barr will check out. Can cut this down to a 5-point game if she can knock down both. First one missed. Maybe some early season jitters here for the Lady Bulldogs. Trying to get back into game speed. And another missed free throw, and Baxter's going to get called for the over the back. Her first, team second of the quarter. 26.5 remaining in the first. Lady Bulldogs, full court pressure. Trying to get a stop here. Gillette gets the inbound. They'll retreat here defensively. Person-to-person defense. It's going to be Powell on Gillette. Montreat holding for the last shot. 10 seconds to play. Gillette now trying to take it off the drive. A little pop back 15-footer. No good. Rebound tipped over to Powell, and they're just going to let the clock run out. And so at the end of the first quarter, it is Montreat in front, 16-9. Lady Bulldogs are going to need to make a comeback here in the second quarter before heading to the locker room. We'll be right back on the Bulldog Digital Network. Back here on the Bulldog Digital Network. Start of the second quarter. Montreat's got the ball. Petty with it on the right elbow. Lobs it down low to Edmondson. Now they kick it back out to Graham on the perimeter. Lob down low. It's going to go out of bounds off of the Lady Bulldogs. Trailing 16-9 in this Appalachian Athletic Conference season opener. Had their home opener on Monday night. Men will be up next round 7:30 for their home opener and the conference opener after dropping their first game at Dalton State to start their season. Left side, it's going to be Edmondson, puts it on the floor, bounces it right back to Gillette, and that's a shot clock violation. Lady Bulldogs defense stepping it up right there. Here's Stone with it. Up the far side, a little shadow press all the way up the floor. Sends it to Powell, right side. Powell's got a three-pointer to her credit here tonight, leading all Lady Bulldogs with those 3 points. Barr and Martin with 2 apiece. Edmondson pacing the Lady Cavs with 10. Powell going to try for another one. Off the front of the rim, into the hands of Petty it goes. Minute played, nobody hitting the score button yet. Here's Graham, a little hesitation dribble against Mayo. Tries to go up and under. Good defense by Mayo, straight up the whole time. Here comes Powell in transition. Cross midcourt. Gets it to the point guard, Stone. She fires up the 3. High rebound. Tipped over into the hands of Graham. 3 Lady Bulldogs right there at it. Just couldn't corral it. Edmondson pops a short jumper in the short corner. Gets the rebound back, and they give it right back to her on the left wing. Bounce pass to Gillette. Kick out. Edmondson. A little hesitation, stutter step. Out of bounds it goes off of Wesleyan. Shot clock is at 9. Inbound coming into Petty on the lob. Petty into the lane. Forces one up over 2 defenders and converts it. First points of the second quarter go to Montreat. Their largest lead of the ball game at 9. 18-9. Again, these teams picked 6th for Montreat. Wesleyan picked 5th in the preseason AAC poll, which should be a closely contested ball game. Powell drive, missed it off the bottom, looking for the contact call, no whistle. Lady Bulldogs getting back defensively. Edmondson kind of cut through, looked like she's going to set a screen. Instead, Gillette, little pump fake from the elbow. Edmondson fires up a 3, missed it. Martin, great box out there against Petty. Clears out the defensive board. Here's Stone on the drive, goes up and under, and one coming for Jacelyn Stone. So Stone at the line. And one opportunity is good right there. 7:19 to play in the half. Puts it down to a 2-possession game. Or, sorry, 3-possession game. Here's Stone out front. Jumper from Powell, no good. Near corner, Petty with it. Here's Edmondson out front. Gets to the high post, she'll kick it back to Graham. Dribble and drive, and going to get the foul here against Mayo. We'll make sure that's the call, but 2-1 is the signal from the official. Yes, and it did cut it to a, should be a 6-point game. There it is. Graham at the line. Graham's second one, both of them off the iron. Crowder pulls in the rebound. So 2-possession game. Quickly up the floor to Mayo. High screen from Crowder. Mayo or Stone behind the back. Scooping the score for Jacelyn Stone coming to life here for the Lady Bulldogs. Sets it down to a 4-point game. Montreat got the first 2 points of the quarter, and it's been Lady Bulldogs getting 5 straight. Little running floater, no good. Offensive rebound, though, and the kick out to Edmondson. 3-pointer too strong. Powell got killed by Petty, no whistle. Another fresh 20, and Gallette's going to set it up. Gillette, dribble drive out to Graham. Now Edmondson working against Powell. Powell got a piece of it. Good defensive effort there by J.C. Powell. Here goes Stone with it. Stone, a little head fake behind her back in the lane. Kick out. Powell, extra pass to Crowder. Crowder drives left side of the lane. Off the glass and good. Now the layup starting to fall for the Lady Bulldogs. Down to a 2-point game, and that's going to force a timeout from Montreat. As the Lady Bulldogs have climbed back. They were down by 9 to start this quarter, and they are now within 2 with 5:26 to play. We'll stay right here. It's a 30-second timeout. And the men will be in action after this game. 7:30 tip-off slate. And the Lady Bulldogs will be back at home on Saturday when Columbia College comes to town for a women's only matchup. The men on Saturday will be on the road at Reinhardt. So with more women's teams in the Appalachian Athletic Conference in basketball, they don't always play a doubleheader anymore. Got Bernal and Columbia College. There's going to be a foul from behind by Mayo. 5:25, we'll see their second foul if Coach Jeff Rice will leave her into the ball game. And he is making a change, but Barr did make it quick enough. Inbounds comes from Gillette, or to Gillette. She'll cross the Bulldog logo at midcourt. Double high screen gets her down the right side of the lane. Shot up, no good, but the whistle's going to be there for her. And this one's going to be the first on J.C. Powell. Team third. Barr into the ball game for Mayo. So Gillette at the line, 76% shooter on the season. She makes the first one. Back to a 3-point game, but still one trip down the floor could tie it up unless she makes this one. And she does just that, 20-16. Back to a 4-point game. Bates gets trapped in the backcourt trying to dribble through the defenders and then is thrown out of bounds there by Edmondson. Edmondson, the Ottawa University out of Arizona campus transfer. Edmondson smacking that one out of bounds as well. Getting back closer to home of Goldsboro, North Carolina. Playing for Montreat. Ella Crowder set to inbound it. Gets it into Alexis Bates. Out there with Barr, Baxter, and J.C. Powell. Bates trying to get it at the high post. Ball's poked away in anticipation. Feed over to Edmondson. Layup is good by Edmondson. So Montreat hitting a little bit of run of their own here to push the lead back to 6, 22-16. Stone coming back in. Should have been the hot hand for the Lady Bulldogs. Leads them with 5. She'll come back to the scorer's table, and it's going to be a foul on Edmondson. And that's going to be the third on Edmondson. Never mind, that's going to be wiped off, and that's going to be on Lockhart. That's Lockhart's first, team second. Inbounds comes to Stone. Stone behind the back against Edmondson. Kick over to Crowder. Top of the key, Barr with it. She'll swing it to the right. Cutting Ella Crowder gets the dish from Bates. Now Baxter back out on the 3. Missed it, but Alexis Bates with a big offensive board. Fresh 20 for Tennessee Wesleyan. Alexis Bates crossover against Lockhart. Gets fouled on the drive. She'll get 2 free throws coming her way. This one's going to be another one on Lockhart. Her second, team third. Sanders back in. She's got 2 fouls to her credit. Crowder for Crowder switch as Anna returns, and Ella will take a breather. Alexis Bates, 16 points the other night, misses the first free throw here. Looking for her first points. And she's into the scoring column here tonight. 17 points for the Lady Bulldogs. 5-point game with 4:10 to play in the quarter. In the half, really. Gillette over to Edmondson. A little quick crossover against Crowder. Little running leaner is good. Up by 7 they go. Now Wesleyan throws it away. Another turnover for Tennessee Wesleyan. They're going to be up to 6 after that one gets put into the scorebook. Gillette works it to the near side of the floor. Petty sets a screen, rolls to the block. Cut off there by Baxter, though. Here's Edmondson working against Crowder. Kick out. Graham takes a deep 3. Nothing but nylon there. That's going to give them a 10-point lead, the largest of the ball game. 3:25. Montreat coming out firing on all cylinders. Average 60 points a game. There's going to be a block on Anna Crowder trying to take the charge, but so she sidestepped, draws the block. It's a team fourth. Bates out. Powell back into the ball game. 27-17. 3:18 to play in the first half. Sanders misses the front end of the 2-shot foul. Montreat shoots 31% from the field on the season through 3 games. His second one is good. Stone quickly flips the court over to Baxter. Keeps the heels above the line, misses the 3. Ball tipped away. Sanders comes away with it from the battle. Sanders loses the dribble. Powell picks it up. Good stop there by Anna Crowder. Stone between 2 defenders, behind the back. Crossover down the right side of the lane and gets held on the floor. This one's going to be the 3rd on Sanders. So Lady Bulldogs, if they can keep Montreat into some foul trouble, might help slow them down, but it's going to have to be Edmondson. She does have 2 and still out there. Baxter thought about another 3. Powell gets it to Crowder, 15 to shoot. Skips out. Baxter trying again. This one too short. Comes off of the front into the hands of Graham. Gillette with it. They'll back it up. 2.5 to go. Second quarter action. Powell gets by the double screen out to Sanders. Puts it on the floor to the left. Little running floater, no good. Petty battling for the rebound. Ball's on the floor. Sanders somehow bounces it over to Petty. They clear it out. Gillette open for 3. No good. Stone boxing out Petty. It didn't work. Petty's putback is good. Montreat continuing to pound this lead up to 13, 30-17. Wesleyan's going to need a big halftime adjustment to get some offense going. Crossover from Crowder. Dish to Powell. Steps into the 3. This one airballs. Backside rebound by Baxter is good. Ashley Baxter, right place, right time. Puts that one back in. Here comes Sanders up the left side. Moving from our right to our left. Gillette. Bounce to the high post and Edmondson. Crowder forces the pass out to Graham. Graham's 3. Goes off the rim. Baxter with a good defensive rebound. Here comes Stone quickly. Up to Powell. Powell, crossover, out to Crowder. Back to Stone it goes. Wesleyan keeping it out front. 1:12 to play, and then they throw it away. Miscommunication here. Lady Bulldogs having trouble. That's going to be their 8th turnover to the 5 from Montreat. Montreat does have 12 turnovers off the 7 that they had thus far. Now 8. Wesleyan only getting 1 point off of the 5 turnovers so far from Montreat. Petty catches it, elbow extended. Edmondson trying to cross up Anna Crowder. Crowder right there with her. Petty picks up the loose ball. They keep it back out front. 50 seconds to play. Shot clock at 9. Here's Gillette. right side of the lane. Layup no good. And Petty's going to lose it. Coach Thompson wanting the foul call. Didn't get it. Instead, it's going to be Lady Bulldogs basketball. 41.5 to go. Trying to cut into this 11-point deficit. Trailed by 13 just a moment ago. They'd cut it down to a 3-point game. Or down to a 2-point game, correction. Missed shot, kick back out off the rebound. Barr going to lose the handle. And now a 9th turnover by the Lady Bulldogs with 22 seconds. And Montreat more than likely going to try to hold it for the last shot of the half. No shot clock. Gillette gets a screen from Edmondson. Edmondson pops back, but it's going to be Graham to take the three. It rolls in and out. Sierra Bates gets the rebound. 2 seconds. Stone going to have to heave it at half court. It's up, and it's just off the mark. Looked good the whole way. But at the end of the first half, Lady Bulldogs trail 30-19 against Montreat in this Appalachian Athletic Conference debut for both teams. And it's going to have to be a big second half adjustment to hopefully cut out the shooting tirade that Montreat has had. But the Lady Bulldogs going to have to find some shots somewhere that will drop. Had some good looks, just have missed 20 of the shots they have, 20 of the 26 they have taken. So it's going to be big for them to get back into this one. We'll take a break here on the Bulldog Digital Network for a little while and then be back with some first half stats momentarily. Welcome back here to the Bulldog Digital Network as we approach the start of the third quarter. Lady Bulldogs going to have to make a comeback in this one as Montreat is up on them by 11 here in this Appalachian Athletic Conference opener. Jared Wright here with you at halftime. We'll run down some stats for you here. For Montreat, I mean, it's been the story of Virginia Edmondson. She's leading the team with 14 points, leading all scorers with 14. I mean, 5 away from outscoring or tying the score total for the Lady Bulldogs. And she has got 14 points, 3 assists, also 2 fouls to her credit, though. And she averages 15 points a game, along with 8 rebounds, 2 assists. So Lady Bulldogs going to have to try to stop her in the second half. Anna Crowder did a really good job, along with J.C. Powell there late in the first half to do that. On the other side for the Lady Bulldogs, it's Jacelyn Stone with 5 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. 3 points for both J.C. Powell and Ashley Baxter, 2 points for Anna Crowder, Abby Barr, and McKaylee Martin, and then a single free throw for Alexis Bates and Ella Crowder. So Cambry Mayo trying to get into the scoring column as well. Had 2 fouls, so she set a lot of the first half after picking up the second foul. Sierra Bates along with Anna Crowder and J.C. Powell leading the team with 4 rebounds apiece. And, of course, looking at the team numbers, Wesleyan behind the arc only 8.3%, 1 of 12, 6 of 26 from the field overall, 23%. On the other side, Montreat, 33.3% from the field, 27.8% from behind the arc, and then 50% from the line. Wesleyan 54.5% from the line. And most of those three-pointers, well, it's been a combination of Virginia Edmondson and Gillette with two made shots apiece from behind the arc, along with 1 from Graham. So that's where those three-pointers come from for Montreat. Turnovers, Wesleyan losing that one by 4. Montreat's got 12 off of the 9 by Wesleyan, 1 off of the 5 turnovers by Montreat. It'll be the Lady Bulldogs basketball. Mayo, Anna Crowder, J.C. Powell, McKaylee Martin, and Jacelyn Stone to start this third quarter of action. Skip pass goes around the horn. Now Stone behind the back working against Gillette. Finds Mayo in the near corner. A little pump fake and drive. Elbow extended. Looks bounce pass to Stone on the backdoor cut. Stone's layup no good. And it's going to be, well, knocked away. Well, yep, Gillette's going to lose the handle on it. So Lady Bulldogs will get a fresh 30. It'll be Mayo to kick it inbounds. Wesleyan got out rebounded 26-21, or 25-21. They've had 1 defensively and just lost it. Is Montreat. Now Powell open from the left or far side for 3, no good. Wesleyan, or both teams with 3 steals apiece in the first half. So it'll be Sanders out front. She set with some foul trouble early on. And that's going to be a travel inside, so turnover there. Lady Bulldogs going to try to convert some points here. Full court press kind of shadowing between Sanders and Graham. A heave up the 3/4 of the court to Martin. She comes and gets the ball, and they'll kick it back out front. Stone with it over to Powell. Guarded there by Ronaldo, who had been taken out early. Stone a drive and kick to Mayo. Mayo dishes it off to Powell. 1.5 minutes gone in the third quarter. Stone, 15-footer, drills that one home for the first points of the third quarter. Down to single digits. And Powell's going to pick up a foul, her second, team first of the quarter. Full court press for Coach Jeff Rice's ball club. Inbounds coming from Sanders, gets it into Gillette. 30-21, Lady Bulldogs trying to mount a comeback. Double high screen to the right goes Gillette. Dishes it off to Graham. Here's Edmondson out front, working against Crowder. She'll kick it to the right. And now another kick out to Edmondson, back to Gillette. A little pass and catch between those two. A couple of drives and dishes. Now Edmondson misses the long jumper. Here comes Mayo with the clear out. Everybody else back. She'll get it to Stone to set up the offense. Stone back to Powell. Baseline cut by Mayo. Back to the basket, working against Graham. Tries to go up and under, and Martin's going to get called for her first foul from behind. Team second. So Wesleyan kind of forcing a couple of shots here early that didn't look good. Committing a couple of quick fouls. Second 5-second call on Montreat. They had one to start this ball game early on. Have one to start the third quarter. Stone, long inbounds, is going to sail out of bounds. Mayo couldn't get to it. So it'll be a side out coming for Montreat from Black Mountain, North Carolina. Making the trip over to kick off the Appalachian Athletic Conference portion of the season. Starts earlier and earlier every year, it seems. Here's a pass by Edmondson, drive on the baseline by Sanders, pushing off. Stone right there with her, about swiped the ball from her. Inside, a little spin move from Ronaldo, a little turning hook shot. Might have shuffled the feet as she got it, but no call and no argument from Jeff Rice. Lead goes back to 11. Now quickly in transition, Martin gets the lay in. Martin with now 4 points. Back to a 9-point deficit for Tennessee Wesleyan. Screen on either side. Gillette goes right side, throws it up off the glass, and it's good. Montreat just having themselves a night. They averaged 31 from the floor, 19 from the behind the arc. And they are doing that with ease here tonight. Crowder gets it on the low block, looking to kick it out to Powell. She'll pop the triple off the front rim. Crowder, rebound, kick to Stone. Stone forces the three off the back iron. Ball's on the ground. Somehow Edmondson comes away with it. Transition, Edmondson will have to kick it back to Graham, gets it right back. Short on the three, barely grazes the rim. Stone collects the rebound, and she'll bring it across midcourt. Martin over to Mayo. 6 minutes to play, third quarter. Stone behind the back. Flips it to the left to Mayo. Big crossover. Gets it out to Stone. She'll fire up the three. This one is good for Jacelyn Stone. Down to an 8-point deficit. Lady Bulldogs still showing full court pressure. Poked it out of bounds, so Sanders will have it in the near corner. Clock at 3, 4. Gets it in right before the 5-second call. Stone picks the pocket of Edmondson, gives it to Crowder. Crowder looking for Stone. Stone gets it. Bounce pass feed over to Crowder. Layup no good. It's going to be a foul on Jacelyn Stone. Plenty of opportunities. A little unselfish play there from Tennessee Wesleyan. Coach Ross alluded to that after the Welch game. Sometimes they get too unselfish. We've got several of these Lady Bulldogs that played high school ball together. Crowder forces an off-balance shot from Gillette. Clears out the rebound. Here comes Stone. Stone, quick crossover, trying to take Sanders in and draws the foul on the dribble. And that one's going to be the fourth on Ramaya Sanders. Lockhart returns along with Petty. Ronaldo will check out of the ballgame as well. Alexis Bates coming in for Cambria Mayo. Stone keys it in, gets it to Bates. Bates looking to pass it off, 5:15 to go, trailing by 8. Montreat has led the entire second quarter and third quarter thus far. 15-footer from Crowder, no good. Petty skies for the rebound. She'll swing it to the left out to Gillette. Over it goes. Edmondson gets Crowder in the air and passes it back to Petty. Petty somehow saves it. Gillette trips but stays on her feet with the ball. Montreat finds Edmondson open for three. And Virginia Edmondson is filling it tonight, pushes the lead back to double digits of 11. Stone to Crowder. Martin open for three. And just another lid on the basket there for the Lady Bulldogs. Open shot looked good, just cannot fall. Edmondson kind of runs over Crowder, no whistle. Shot missed. So Lady Bulldogs avert that one. Just got to find something offensively here. Stone out front. Ella Crowder coming to the scores table. Baxter coming to the scores table as well. Here's Stone behind the back. Getting hit all the way down the lane. Powell goes up. Layup is good on the left side for J.C. Powell. Dribble drive has been there for the Lady Bulldogs. Just got to keep it going. Edmondson across midcourt. Gillette gets it. Thumbs up the call from her. High post feed to Edmondson. Powell tries to pick her pocket with the help of Crowder. They get it. 2-on-1 break. Lob over to Powell. Powell's lay-in is good. Back-to-back buckets for J.C. Powell. Down to a 7-point game, 37-30. 3:10 to play in the third. Lockhart drive, spins around a couple of times, using that pivot foot. Out to Edmondson it comes. Edmondson drops it back behind her to Gillette. They'll run that double high screen. Powell gets through the screen, cuts off Gillette, but a little fadeaway jumper from Gillette. Just a good looking shot there. Falls, pushes it back to 9. Coach Thompson wanting some kind of call, or at least pleading the case. Crowder in the lane from the high post. She'll take one step down and score the layup. Just need to get a couple of more stops defensively, do the Lady Bulldogs. Left side around a screen from Petty. Powell cheating under it. Good recovery there. Crowder helping out as well. Edmondson drops it near corner to Gillette. Little pump fake. Gets it to Petty. Petty skies for a jumper. It rolls off the rim into the hands of Stone. Coach Rice says, whoa, slow it down. 2 minutes to play exactly, trailing by 7, 39-32. Lady Bulldogs had a 5-4 lead with 4:22 to go in the first quarter. Montreat got the lead back 7-6 and have not looked back since. And that was about 17 seconds after, or 20 seconds after Wesleyan got the lead. They turn it over here, Gillette in transition. Shot up and good. And once again, we go back to a 9-point game. It's been 9-7, 9-7. Stone trying to get by everybody. Gets it to Bates, somehow tiptoes that sideline. Gets free, Powell for three, got it. What a play by Stone to tightrope the sideline. And then they get it over to Powell, who drills the three, and it's a 6-point game. Stone tightroping the sideline there. Powell stays in. Anna Crowder, McKaylee Martin, and Stone check out. Well, let's see. It's going to be a wholesale change. Baxter, Mayo, Ella Crowder, J.C. Powell will stay out there, and Barr will be out there. So we'll be back in 60 seconds, it looks like, here on the Bulldog Digital Network. Stone trying to get by everybody. Gets it to Bates, somehow tiptoes that sideline. Gets free, Powell for three, got it. Out of the timeout, Montreat basketball. Coach Thompson wanting a foul call, felt the arm bar was on his player on the shot, but no call. 41-35, 60 seconds to go in the third. Petty inside. Kicks out. Edmondson wide open, and that's a mistake. Cannot leave Virginia Edmondson open. Back to a 9-point game. 48 seconds to go. Edmondson now with 17. Now Petty intercepts a long pass in the paint. 34 seconds, about a 10-second differential in game and shot clock. Over to Graham. Got to know where Edmondson's at. Ella Crowder on her now. Drives right side, loses the handle. Ball's on the ground, so is Edmondson, but here comes Powell picking up the loose ball. 20 seconds to go. Mayo will back it up. Edmondson now at 20 points, correction. Mayo, 10 seconds to go with the ball out front. Quick crossover, another crossover, right side of the lane. Jump ball is going to be the call. Cambry Mayo got stuck down low, trying to draw the whistle, but Graham got a hand on it, and so 3.2 to go in the third quarter. It's 44-35, Montreat in front. They have led since the 4-minute mark in the first quarter after leading early on. And they're not going to even get a shot off as Lockhart is going to just run it into the front court, and they'll sound the horn. We'll have 10 more minutes to decide this Appalachian Athletic Conference game coming up here on the Bulldog Digital Network. Ten more minutes to go in this Appalachian Athletic Conference debut here from James L. Robb Gymnasium. Bulldog Digital Network coverage. Jared Wright bringing you the action here. And the Lady Bulldogs are going to have to climb out of the hole that they've been in the second half. It's back to a 9-point game. J.C. Powell's kind of had the hot hand from behind the arc. It's been limited, but she's knocked down 2. Sierra Bates, high post feed to Crowder. Crowder will lob back out. Shot clock down to 10 now. Here goes Stone, a little kick, Mayo. Mayo trying to create some separation. Her and Graham. Bates fires a 3, gets blocked there by Petty. Petty trying to break free. Graham to Lockhart. And they'll back it up. Might start seeing Montreat work a little clock action. It's going to be Gillette to Edmondson, guarded by Crowder. Ball momentarily stripped, but Edmondson regains control. Gillette for 3 off the left side of the backboard. And Sarah Bates, the way it came off, just a bad angle, couldn't get a hold of it. It'll stay with Montreat. 4 seconds to go on the shot clock. It never reset, and it shouldn't have. Hit the left side of the backboard, didn't come close to the rim. Long lob into Petty. Flips it to Edmondson in desperation. And that's going to be a shot clock violation. Bulldog fans on the far side wanted Petty with the travel. They were all together rolling the arms over one over the other. Crowder back to Stone. Stone and Powell with 10 points to lead the Lady Bulldogs. Those two together match Edmondson's 20, followed by 14 from Gillette. Powell thought about the 3. She'll walk it back out front to Stone. Now Mayo back to Stone. Mayo open, left wing for 3. Over the rim it goes. Lady Bulldogs retreat defensively. It'll be Gillette. Got 2 players at the elbow. It's going to be Edmondson. Gets it. 15-footer, no good. Stone battles for the rebound and gets it. Pushing the pace up the floor. Trying to get past defender, kicks out. Powell pops the triple. Powell has got it. Down to a 6-point game. J.C. Powell makes her 3rd triple of the ball game. Gillette, thumbs down signal she gives. Edmondson setting the screen to the left. Instead, they'll bounce it right elbow to Petty. Petty bounces it back out to Edmondson. Gillette with a screen. Behind the screen, Edmondson answers back. She is playing lights out here with 23 points to her credit, 5 of 12 from behind the arc, 9 of 22 from the field. Skip pass, Crowder. Crowder looking for some help. Wesleyan just keeping it on the perimeter. Person-to-person defense shown by Montreat. Kicks it out, Stone. Drive, bounce pass across the lane to Sierra Bates. High off the glass is good as the shot clock was winding down. Seven-point game. Wesleyan got it down to 2 in the second quarter, but here in the second half, the lowest they've had it is 6 in the third quarter and early here in the fourth quarter. But running out of time, got to get something going. Screen from Petty for Gillette. Gillette kicks out to Edmondson. Three-pointer no good. Sierra Bates gets the rebound. Looking for the outlet. Gets it to Stone. Stone out front with it. Driving dish, Powell. This three-pointer is going to roll off to the right. Sierra Bates gets a big offensive board. Put back no good. Gets her own miss. Now goes up strong again. Missed it. Gets another attempt. And this time she's going to draw the foul. Hard work by Sierra Bates inside. This one's going to be on Petty, her second. And they're just going to say it was on the floor on the rebound. No shot. Shot clock will go to 20 seconds. Stone set to key it in. Long lob to Crowder, top of the key. Crowder, dish to Sierra. Now Stone and Powell. Miscommunication there. Skip pass to Anna Crowder. Goes baseline against Gillette. Goes up strong. Missed the shot, but she'll get 2 free throws coming her way. And this one is going to be on Gillette. That's her first, team second. Clock at 5:57. 7-point deficit. Crowder at the line. First trip there tonight. Misses it on the front end. Free throw woes as well. Now 6 of 12. Go the Lady Bulldogs. And another miss. Struggling at the line here tonight. Here comes Lockhart quickly up the floor. Drops it back to Gillette. And they're going to start maybe milking some of this shot clock or running it deeper into the shot clock. Top of the key, Lockhart. Clock to shoot is at 10. Edmondson left wing. Lockhart, a little hesitation. Steps to the left, spins at the free throw line. Gets it out to Edmondson. She'll fire a late shot clock and missed it, airballed it. Hands down the worst shot we've seen from her, but she's made 9 other ones from the field, 5 from behind the arc for those 23 points. Wesleyan paced by Powell with 13, Stone with 10. It's going to be Powell, left wing. Move it around the perimeter. It looks like a zone defense, but a lot of standing around by Tennessee Wesleyan right now. Got to get active offensively with 5 minutes to play, down by 7. Sierra Bates fires the 3. Up and over the rim it goes. Jump ball the call. Good tie up there by Cambry Mayo. It'll stay with Montreat, but it at least allows Wesleyan to get the possession arrow and set up this full court press. Lockhart gets it into Gillette. 4:53 to go. 47-40. It's been almost over 3.5 minutes since we've had a point scored by either team. Crowder reaches in. She led with the front hand. It might not have been called, but her second foul, team first. So out there for the Lady Bulldogs, it's J.C. Powell, Jacelyn Stone, Cambry Mayo, Sierra Bates, and Anna Crowder. Inbounds comes to Gillette, guarded by Powell. Crowder matched up against Edmondson. She gets it at the high post, spins to the basket. Kick out to Graham. Graham guarded by Mayo, hands it off to Gillette. Powell right there with her, swipes at the ball, missed it. Offensive rebound. Well, they're going to say shot clock. It went up and over the rim off the backboard, so good defensive stand there by Tennessee Wesleyan. Big. Every offensive possession from here on out is big, but this one will be even bigger, trying to at least cut it to a two-possession game. Powell on the left wing. Gets it back out to Stone. Mayo. Stone, top of the key, puts it on the floor, trying to create something off the dribble. Knifes through a couple of defenders and draws the foul inside. This one may be on number 4. Yep, it will be the third on Edmondson. Team third. Powell, top of the key, pops the 3 off the right side of the glass into the hands of Petty. 3:45 to go. Be a 30-second timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them here on the Bulldog Digital Network. We'll be right back. It was a 60-second timeout. They were out of 30, so Montreat side out of bounds. Inbounds. Powell runs over Gillette. No whistle. Gillette regains control of it. 3:35 to go in this one. 47-40 the score. Montreat in front, trying to win their first game of the season. Petty blocked from behind by Powell and looked clean from this angle, but the official was behind him. And that's going to be the third on J.C. Powell. She is the leading scorer for the Lady Bulldogs right now with 13, followed by Stone with 10. Still set at those two scoring columns. Petty at the line. First free throw, no good. Petty, a 75% shooter on the season. Petty's second one. Long dribble, and she makes that one. 48-40. 3:25 to go. Again, these two teams, Wesleyan picked 5th preseason in the AAC. Montreat picked in a tie for 6th technically, but both of them right there together. Sierra Bates pump fake, puts it on the floor, throws up a shot, heard the smack through the headphones. Coach Rice throws up his hands, no call. 3 minutes to go exactly, 8-point game. Low scoring affair. Montreat averages 40 points a game. Wesleyan scored 74 against Welch. Stone hit the ground trying to take the charge. Missed shot anyway, but Mayo gets the rebound. Gets it out to Stone. Lockhart was all over Mayo. 2:42 to go. Stone trying to back her way inside. Sarah Bates, pump fake, drive, dish to Mayo. Mayo loses her hands on it. Thought Montreat got the last finger on it, but it will go their way. So Lady Cavs trying to inbound it underneath. Full court pressure. men's game coming up next. 7:30 tip-off between the Cavs and the Bulldogs. Gillette, over it goes to Petty, away from the basket. Now Lockhart, top of the key. Graham takes an open three. Karam's off the rim. Good box out underneath by Mayo. Allows Powell to get the defensive rebound. Mayo back to Stone, top of the key. 2 minutes to go. Crowder has to regain control of it. Powell inside feed to Crowder, and she got pushed. Is it going to be on Petty or Edmondson? It's going to be on Petty, her third. Anaya Petty. Baxter coming to the scorer's table. Bates coming out of the ball game. So you've got Baxter, Powell, Crowder, Mayo, and Stone in there. Who's going to key it in to Powell. Powell, pump fake drive. Dish over to Stone. She'll take the three. Too strong off the back iron. Ball's battled for on the ground. It's going to be jump ball. Tennessee Wesleyan will keep it. 1:44 to play. 48-40. Stone's going to key it in from the left side of the floor this time. Bounces it into Crowder. 18 seconds as the shot clock had went to 20. Powell, little head fake. Drops to Crowder. Crowder drive against Graham. Up off the glass. No good, but she'll get the whistle. And that one's going to be the first on Graham. And the fifth on Montreat. Could come in handy for the Lady Bulldogs if Montreat decides to slap at some wrist, but Wesleyan with only 2 team fouls. Has some fouls to give. Finally another point for the Lady Bulldogs. It's been 6.5 minutes almost since they've had the point scored. And now it's a 6-point game. Stone picks up her second, team third. They've got fouls to give, so that's part of it. Montreat with Lockhart, Petty, Graham, Edmondson, and Gillette out there. Bounce pass into Gillette. Pick up the dribble in the backcourt. Lockhart with it now. Wesleyan kind of got out of position defensively. They were able to get it across midcourt. Minute 17. Stone sneaking up, trying to poke it away from Gillette. And there's Stone picking up her third, team fourth. So minute 9 to go, 6-point game. So 2 possessions. You got to think Powell's got the semi-warm hand for the Lady Bulldogs. She is 3 of 10 from behind the arc. Nobody else has made more than 1, and that was Stone. Now Powell. She's got 3 fouls to her credit. Shot clock at 14. Powell lost her footing. Gillette now with 5 to shoot. Gillette kicks it. Far corner. Graham's going to pull the 3, and in it goes. That's almost the story of this ball game. Lady Bulldogs get close, and Montreat finds a dagger to throw out there. 51.5 remaining. Coach Rice calls the timeout. They will advance it. Have it side out of bounds in the front court. 51.5 remaining. 51-42 the score. Montreat in front. I want to say congratulations to our men's and women's soccer teams here at Tennessee Wesleyan. Both teams advancing to the Appalachian Athletic Conference championship rounds. They will be on the road Friday and Saturday. Each of them, one playing Friday, one playing Saturday. But they have already punched their tickets to the national tournament at least by making it to the championship round for both clubs. So congrats to those players and coaching staffs for a hard-fought season. Inbounds coming from Mayo gets it down to Baxter, and Baxter's going to travel with it. Got a little too quick with the feet before she could turn and get the shot up. And Montreat is going to take a full timeout. We'll take it with them here on the Bulldog Digital Network. Back here on the Bulldog Digital Network, 44 seconds to go. They're going to foul quickly. That's going to be Galette. That one's going to be on Anna Crowder, her third, team fifth, and so Galette standing at the line. She's the second leading scorer. And misses the front end of that one. That helps Wesleyan. 9-point deficit, 51-42. Second one is good for Galette. 10-point game. Coach Jeff Rice take the 30-second timeout and advance it to the half court. He'll try to draw up something next. We got the men coming up. It'll be Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs trying to get their first win after they dropped a road loss at Dalton State back at the end of October, 65-57, so a close one there. On the other side, Montreat comes in after losing a game at home against Rio Grande, 58-55. So a couple of lower scoring games in terms of the men's, but opportunity for both ball clubs to get into the win column and pick up the first conference wins. Montreat picked fifth on the men's side in the AAC preseason poll. Tennessee Wesleyan picked seventh. So that one should be another closely contested game, usually is. Lady Bulldogs, though, going to take a miracle to get them back into this one. Bates misses a long three. Ball's bounced around. Crowder comes away with it, out to Mayo. Long two. No good, gets her on board, goes up, gets the foul call. Lockhart pleads her case that she didn't foul her, and Coach Thompson quickly says, yes, you did. You brought your arms down. So one of the few times you'll ever hear a coach disagree or agree with the call on that one. But Mayo will step to the line. Cambry Mayo. First free throw is good, and that means every Lady Bulldog is into the scoring column tonight. No silver linings to moral victories, but they're all into the scoring column as Mayo converts both of them. 8-point game. Baxter out, or Baxter in. Sierra Bates out. Full court pressure, 25.4. No shot clock. Lady Bulldogs have to send them to the foul line if they can't get the steal. That's a jump ball, and it will be Montreat's basketball. Almost got a double dribble call, it looked like. Galette had put it down. So side out of bounds coming, Lockhart to key it in. Powell, Mayo, and Stone. .9. They're looking at the time The clock was running, I can tell you that. Officials talking about it. I don't think they thought it was running, but 21.9 showing, 52-44. Conversation at midcourt. Everybody taking a moment to catch their breath. This would snap the two-game winning streak if this score holds, which very likely will at 8-point deficit with 21.9 remaining. It'll be a side out of bounds. Sarah Bates coming back to the scorer's table. She'll replace Baxter. So Lockhart coming back to key it in right in front of the Wesleyan bench. Gillette looking for it. Edmondson gets the inbounds, and Crowder's going to foul her for her fourth. And after a couple of 5-second calls, Coach Rice hoping that one would have gotten called, but missed the opportunity. So Edmondson, 83% shooter on the season. She's got 23 points, average is 15.7, and she has been the difference in this ball game as it goes back to a 9-point game with 20.5 remaining. And Wesleyan's shooting woes have continued. Edmondson puts it back to a double-digit lead, and that should do it. 20.5. Stone letting it roll up the floor. Now picks it up. Clock starts. Stone behind the back against Edmondson. Gets it to Crowder. Kick over to Powell. She'll pop the three. Too strong off the left side. Lockhart gets it. And Coach Rice says no foul. And that's how it'll go. Lady Bulldogs still going to apply some pressure to Lockhart at the end as she walks, but it's not going to matter with 2 seconds left to go. And the Lady Bulldogs will drop their opening game in Appalachian Athletic Conference. And they go to 1-1 overall, 1-1 here at home. Montreat picks up their first victory in their fourth game. They are 1-0 now in the conference and 1-2 on the road as they take care of Tennessee Wesleyan here at home. 54-44, the Lady Bulldogs fall. And it's only the second loss in the Lady Bulldogs here at home in the last 18 games against Montreat. So that was a tough one for the Lady Bulldogs. They'll try to regroup and get back to the action on Saturday when Columbia College comes over from Columbia, South Carolina. The Koalas will make the trip over for that one. So we'll take a quick break right here and then bring you some final stats, and we'll see what that looks like. We know it's going to be in favor of Montreat, but we'll be right back here in about 60 seconds on the Bulldog Digital Network. Back here on the Bulldog Digital Network. Lady Bulldogs go to 1-1 after the loss here against Montreat. Only their second time they have lost at home in the last 18 games against the Lady Cavs. And that is the first double-digit game they have dropped at home in the last 15 games. Lady Bulldogs have won 15 in a row when it was a double-digit game at Tennessee Wesleyan. So looking at some final stats for you here from this first game in the doubleheader. Montreat shoots 35.8%, 19 of 53 from the field. Wesleyan on the other side, 15 of 55, 27.3%. From behind the arc, it was the Montreat in the lead there, 33.3%, 9 of 27. Lady Bulldogs only making 4 of their 27 for 14.8. Free throws, Lady Bulldogs had a couple of struggles there. 7 of 12 for Montreat, 58.3. Lady Bulldogs do beat them by 0.5% there, 10 of 17. Turnover battle, Lady Bulldogs lose that one 14-12. Montreat got 17 points off of the 14 turnovers by Tennessee Wesleyan. Wesleyan only getting 5 points off of the 12 turnovers by Montreat. Rebounded advantage goes by 5 to Montreat, 41-36. Offensive, 13 rebounds for Tennessee Wesleyan, 11 for Montreat. Defensively, on the rebound side, it's 23 for Wesleyan, 30 for Montreat. The Lady Cavs assist on 2 more made shots than the Lady Bulldogs, 11-9, that advantage. They get also 2 blocks to the 1 for Tennessee Wesleyan. Wesleyan does win the steal category 6-5, and technically the foul category 14-17. Wesleyan also outscores them in terms of the bench, 9-5. But second chance points prove the difference as well, 13-8 in favor of Montreat. Points in the paint, Lady Bulldogs hold serve there, 14-8. Leading scorers, looking at it, Virginia Edmondson ends her night for Montreat with 25 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists to go along the 9 of 24 shooting from the field, 5 of 14 behind the arc, 2 of 2 from the line. Adriana Gillette, 15 points, 4 rebounds. She was 2 of 4 from behind the arc, 3 of 4 from the line, and 5 of 12 from the field. On the other side for the Lady Bulldogs is J.C. Powell, 5 of 15 shooting, 3 of 11 behind the arc, 5 rebounds, 2 assists for 13 points. Jacelyn Stone, 4 of 10 from the field, 1 of 4 behind the arc, 1 of 4 from the free throw line to go along with 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 10 points. Anna Crowder ends her night with 6.7 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 points, 3 rebounds for McKaylee Martin, 3 points, 3 rebounds as well for Ashley Baxter, 2 points for Abby Barth, 2 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist by Cambry Mayo, both of hers coming at the foul line. 2 points by Sierra Bates along with 7 boards, and then a point and a rebound apiece for Alexis Bates and Ella Crowder. It rounds out your individual scoring. So that'll wrap up our women's broadcast. We'll take a break. There's about 24 minutes, just under 25 minutes now on the pregame clock for the men's matchup coming up next here on the Bulldog Digital Network. Appreciate you tuning in. We'll have the men's game coming up closer to 7:30. We'll be back here.